Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha. Before getting into the topic, please like, share and subscribe to our channel so you motivate us in bringing out this sacred content to you all. Today I'm going to talk about Mahavidya Kali. Before I further talk about her, I want to say few things which happened with me some 1 week or so. So I was receiving some different pictures of Mahakali. One of the pictures I have attached here in this video. So this kind of a pictures and this kind of energy I never felt before. This is something which is very new. This is something which is very, very positive. This is something which is very high vibrational. I feel very nice. I feel really very nice. I can't describe that in words how I'm feeling right now, but it's a very awesome experience because when Mahavidya Kali enters your life, things will not be the same. As soon as I awakened, Mahakali entered my life, and I recorded one video which I have named as pre-Kundalini awakening stage. So in that pre-Kundalini awakening stage only during 2020, that is the time where Mahakali entered my life. Mahavidya Kali entered my life, my ascension journey and my ascension process. She took over my ascension process completely during that time period, during 2020 time period. Okay. So when in the Kundalini awakening stage, what all will happen, I've explained in that video. If you did not listen to that, go listen to that. Now Mahavidya Kali is not that Kali who is she is very different from other forms of Kalis. You might have heard about different types of Kalis. So all these different kinds of Kalis are the energies of the ultimate Mahavidya Kali. So what is a Mahavidya? Mahavidya is something which has that ultimate divine wisdom of that entire concept, of that entire topic. For example, if you are a doctor, okay, if you are an MBBS doctor, you are like a general practitioner. You just you look over overall things and small things like a fever or all those things, and you give regular health checkups, and you take care of the people in a basic level. But if you have done a speciality, you are an expert in that field, you are an expert in that particular aspect, or you are an expert in that particular subject. So be that expertise of some particular kind of a knowledge or a vidya or a wisdom is what is called as Mahavidya. So we have all 10 different forms of Mahavidyas which are available to us on earth. They are maybe some hidden Mahavidyas. I'm getting goosebumps now. So there are some hidden Mahavidyas also which are not that available to us on earth. But we know we have like 10 Mahavidyas. Knowledge about the 10 Mahavidyas is given to us on earth by different rishis or munis or from different stories. We all know that we all have like 10 Mahavidyas, okay, for us. And they are some different Mahavidyas. There are some other Mahavidyas also who are hidden and who are not available for our earth consciousness, but they are available in higher realms, in the higher consciousness. So that is not available to us. So learning and knowing about the Mahavidya, experiencing about the Mahavidya is only very difficult. Okay, so it's not like we just try to understand them. We can't like fully understand them. It's like that because they are the expert in that subject matter. They are the expert in that particular area or that particular consciousness or that particular essence of the consciousness. Now Mahavidya Kali carries a particular kind of a wisdom that she only carries. She has some expertise in one particular kind of a field. Okay, same like that only we have other Mahavidyas. So they also have expertise on one particular kind of a thing. So whenever this kind of a Mahavidya, a particular kind of a Mahavidya enters your life, they will give you wisdom about that particular expertise of their subject, or that whatever specialty or the specialization they have done. They will give you the knowledge of that particular thing. They they all the Mahavidyas have all the knowledge about everything, all the gods have all the knowledge about everything. It's not like if you are a specialist doctor, you don't know some other parts of the diseases. Or for example, if you are a skin doctor, it doesn't mean that you don't have the knowledge about the other surgical aspect about your skin. So if you're a skin doctor, somebody is coming to you for their skin problems, so you will if it is just a skin problem, you will treat them for their skin problem, and you'll send them away. Okay, if somebody is coming to you, has a skin problem for a symptom, but underlying symptom is something else, they have to be diagnosed for some other specialty also. But the skin doctor will also have the knowledge about the other things which are causing that skin problem, right? So they only doesn't know just about, they're not limited just for that skin problem. Okay, they know all the other things, but they like to they like to treat that particular aspect. For example, the skin doctor or the dermatologist, they like to treat the particular aspect of the skin only, although they have the knowledge about the other things also, but it is their field of interest. So same goes with the Mahavidyas also. Each particular Mahavidya, they have their own field of interest, they work in that particular aspect more compared to the other particular aspects. They also teach you other things also, but that is their specialty, that is their expertise, that is their way of working. It's like that. So Kali Mahavidya is associated with the planet Saturn. Okay, so whenever you come across the planet Saturn, she gives you the teaching and the knowledge and everything which is related to the planet Saturn, or the karma aspect of your life. Okay, karma doesn't always mean it's something bad, or it's something it always doesn't have a bad connotation. Karma also means, in higher aspects, karma also means that it is your duty. Now, earth is called as karma bhumi. Okay, dharma bhumi and karma bhumi, we have all these kind of terms, right? So your dharma is your karma. She teaches that. She teaches your duty, your karma, the actions which you need to take. Although there are so many other aspects of her teachings. So first, I talked about this is because this YouTube channel is a blessing of Mahakali only, because she inspired me to create a YouTube channel. When I was in my Ascension journey, during my initial pages of the Ascension journey, I was kind of a person where I was not at all interested in spirituality. I don't want the Ascension journey. Okay, I did not wanted the Ascension journey. I did not want to be in the Ascension journey. I was least interested about the gods and goddesses. I was least interested about the spiritual things which are happening to me. I was only focused on one thing, that I don't want this kind of a danger. I want to be balanced. That was my only motto. I wanted to be balanced. I wanted to feel better. That was my only thing. Other than that, I was not bothered and concerned about the things which were happening to me in the spiritual journey, because all the spiritual realms which opened up for me, I was least bothered about it. I was not caring about it. I only wanted to feel better, feel safe, feel protected. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to be normal. I wanted to have a normal life in my initial stages of my Ascension journey. Okay, now the things are completely different. Now I love spirituality. Now I cannot live without being spiritual. Okay, it's a part of my blood now. It's part of me now. I cannot be somebody else other than being a spiritual being. I am a spiritual being now. So before, I was not like this. I was completely a different person 6 years back. 6 years back, the person I was, now the person I am, it's completely different. I feel that energy now. I feel completely different. So she reminds you that your karma is your dharma. So she reminded me that I have to create a YouTube channel about my spiritual journey. I have to talk about the things which are happening to me. At that time, I was least interested. At that time, I was like, why should I'm not bothered about YouTube. I wanted to be in my regular profession. I wanted to be in my regular field. I wanted to be the person who I was. Okay, I was that. I wanted to be like that. But she somehow reminded me that it is necessary. It is my dharma. It is my dharma. I have to do my duty. I have to perform my karma. My dharma is my karma. It's like I have to perform my duty in actions. She reminded me of that. So this YouTube channel is because of her only. She reminded me of this, that I have to create it. Okay, I was having so many questions that I am not a YouTuber. I don't know how to do certain things. I don't know how to. I was in not even certain situations where I can do my purpose, my sole purpose. I was not completely, even every entire people in my world, in my life, were against this. Nobody, I never said this to anybody, but still I know from their energy that they are not fond of being a YouTuber. I always, my family used to focus more on my academics. They never give importance to like extracurricular things, extracurricular activities. So they consider, this also has an extracurricular activity. I've not talked about the spiritual YouTube channel which I wanted to create, but I just casually told them I wanted to create for casual things, just like that. But they were not even like supportive, so I did not tell much to them like that. But I understood that even though I had like some things within me, that what's about this, there are so many people who are already doing it. Why I should do this, YouTube content and all these things. There are so many teachers out there, there are so many gurus out there who already talk about the ascension process, who already talk about the Kundalini journey, who already talk about so many things. So all the people can listen to them. So why should I do it? Okay, I had these questions like, why should I do it? What difference will it make if I do it? Or what will, even if I'm not doing it, there will be other people who will be doing it, and I'm very happy with their what they are doing. They are nicely explaining. Even when I was in my spiritual own, when I was having my own doubts, when I was having my own questions, I got answers from other people. So they are already doing it. What is the need for me to create a channel? I had all these kind of questions, but she reminded me that every expression is different. Every expression of her is different. So I am her tiny expression. I am her tiny Ansh who has her own expression. So every person is different, and every way a person experiences things is different, and every way a person expresses is different. So it's all very different. So you might think that there are so many people who are already doing it, but you are unique to you. She reminded me of my own uniqueness, my own authenticity, my own individual beingness. So how I just sort of okay, so how it's not about who is doing, other people are doing it, why should I do? It's not like that. It's my kartavya, it's my karma, it's my duty, it's my responsibility. I have to do it. That's the reason why I have to do it. So it doesn't matter if I deny it or not, if I like it or not, if I want to do it or not. But at the end of the day, if it's my dharma, I will follow it, no matter how much I deny it before, no matter if I like it or not, no matter if I want to do it or not. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I will fall into that place, that path where that right place. I'll fall into that right circumstances and situations where I'll be doing my purpose. So anyhow, somehow, nature will create such situations, or nature will make sure that you are doing your dharma. Okay, your duty. Dharmo rakshati rakshita. I have come across this line so many times in my ascension journey, to remind me about my own duty, to remind me about how I have to protect my dharma. It's very, very important. So she will teach you your karma. So I have talked about the karma. Karma is your duty. That is one aspect of it, right? Karma is your duty. So karma means actions, not the other kind of karma which everybody knows. Okay, karma means actions. So how you're performing your karma, how you're doing your dharma through your karma, that is how you're performing your actions. That is very, very important. How you are doing in performing your actions. Are you disturbing others, or are you performing it rightly, or are you deviating others? So it all depends on that part of it also. So while you're doing your duty, if knowingly or unknowingly, if you have done some mistakes, then that will create that karma which everybody talks about. That will create the karma, that karmic impressions, that the prarabdha karma, that all the sanchit karma, all those karmas are there. No, all that karma is this karma now. So everybody talks about this common karma. So now if you are doing it knowingly or unknowingly, if you have done it something in your past, in your previous lifetimes, okay, all those things are all that common karma which everybody talks about. Ma Kali reminds of that also. So that she is like a headmaster of all the karmic aspects, okay, all the karmic aspects, all the things which you have done in the past, because it's Saturn energy, right? So all the things which you have done in the past, all she will remind you of that also. All the things which you have to do as your duty, has the action, has your dharma karma, that also she will remind. And she will, because of her only, I had so many questions, why should I do it, it will take, I can't see like phone for a very long time, okay, I had this problem also, like I can't see a phone for a very long time, I can't have screen presence for a very long time. Whenever I spend a lot of time on phone or social media, I'll get headaches, like I can't see, my eyes will strain, okay. I used to like question to Mahakali, how can I do this, like my eyes will strain, I can't be on social media for a very long time, like I am not that kind of a person, I can't have like so much of a like screen timing, it will pain a lot, okay. And there are so many other circumstances also. But she reminded me of, I can do in this, she gave me like ideas, like I can do in this way also, I can be used to it. Even though if I'm in other professions now, the in the generation which we are in, we all will anyway, even if I'm not recording YouTube, even if I'm not doing my purpose, I'm anyway spending time on phone, right? So she reminded me of that also. So she made sure that I do my purpose. So when Mahakali and Mahavidya Kali entered my life, my purpose got activated, my soul purpose got activated. When she enters your life, she will make sure that you are going into your path of your soul purpose. There is this one aspect of Mahavidya Kali. Then next thing is, when I was in my pre-Kundalini awakening stage, everything in my life got collapsed. It's like from all my life, since my childhood to 2020, okay, till that point, till that period of time, I was building myself. I was building my personality. I was building the person who I am. And suddenly 2020 came, and whatever I built, suddenly it all got collapsed. Basically it's our ego which got collapsed. Basically it's our identity which it is my identity which got collapsed. My entire thing, the entire aspects of me which I thought that it was I, it got collapsed. That I factor got collapsed in me. Imagine there is a very tall big building, and suddenly without any reason the entire building is collapsing. How you will feel in that moment? I exactly felt like that. In that 2020 time period, everything I thought that it got collapsed. I thought I'm a certain person, I look certain way, I behave certain way, I have achieved this, I have achieved that, I'm in certain profession, I have studied that, I have this degree, I have that thing, I can do this, I can do that, I am so and so person's daughter, I am so and so person's friend. Everything which I thought that it was that ego identity. So there are so many layers and levels of egos. There is one ego which everybody commonly talks about, that this is ego, they are acting with ego. This is not that ego. This ego is that I factor. So whenever this ego gets imbalanced, people will go into that ego which everybody talks about, where they are acting with ego. We say in common language, these people are so egoish, like that. So whenever this ego factor gets imbalanced, they'll be in that ego, they will act like, they'll behave like egoish kind of. But this is not this ego which I'm talking about. It's not that ego. This ego is your healthy identity which every human being carries. According to psychology, this ego is like your identity which every human being carries. And ego is of different types. There is id ego, there is super ego, there are so many different types of egos. But here this ego is the normal ego which every individual, every human being on earth, they have it. They identify themselves with certain things. If they don't have any identity, they don't know who they are, they don't know who they are, they'll be like collapse. They cannot survive consciously in this world without that identity. For human beings to survive in this world, they need certain kind of identity. That's why we are born in certain families, certain cultures, certain countries, certain traditions. That's why we say, this is my country, this is my family, this is my friend, this is my things, this is, I'm good at this thing, I look this way. Okay, why we attach with all these things? It's because it is creating our identity, it is creating our ego. Without this ego, human being is, they don't know who they are anymore. So I was in that situation where my I was completely shattered, completely removed by Mahavidya Kali. Because when Mahavidya Kali enters, it's much more stronger force. It can like destruct you in the ways which you which you can't even imagine. She will destruct every that aspect of you which you identified as you, which you identified as I. She will remove that I factor. And suddenly, if any human being without any previous knowledge, if that I factor is removed from them, they don't know who they are anymore. I was in that kind of a situation for entire 1.5 year in my dark night of soul period, which I have named it as pre-Kundalini awakening stage. If you missed my dark night of soul videos, or if you missed my pre-Kundalini awakening phase videos, go listen to that. You will gain more knowledge, you will gain more understanding of how this phase will be. Or if you are entering this kind of a phase, then you will understand how you should manage yourself, how you should move past from this kind of phase. So I was in that kind of situation where my layers were peeling off, my identities was peeling off, and it was not a joke. It was really not a joke. It felt like my entire ego is collapsing, and at one point I felt like I'm nothing. So she will bring that nothingness within you where everything is destructed, everything is collapsed, you are left with nothing. She will make sure that you are left with nothing. Only then you will remove that I factor. I understood that I had so many situations in my life where I was even nothing was working better in my life during that point of period. No area of my life was, every area of my life was getting distracted. I even lost contact, I even got detached from all my friends, all the people I know. I felt like I'm only just living by myself. Nobody was with me during that phase. I was all alone. She just moved me into some isolation so that I can understand myself, so that I can have that space. I was in that space where everything got distracted, everything was removed, and everything was removing, everything was going off from my life. And I was like, somehow universe was forcing me to be in that isolation phase where I can rediscover the real truth of who I am. The real truth was, I am a divine expression. I was a divine expression. I was an expression of the goddess. I was an expression of adiparashakti. At that time, I did not know all these things. Only when my identity got collapsed, only when my ego got down. Till that point, I was like, I'm so and so person. I studied in so and so university. I studied in so and so place. I live in so and so place, etc., etc., etc. I had so many tags for me. All those labels and all those tags were removed. I am left with nothing. That's what Mahakali reminds us. When you see her iconography, you will see she's very raw. She's naked. It reminds us that it's not about the body or how she dresses. It's about the inner spiritual meaning of that is your rawness, your nakedness, your real you, the original you. She will make sure, she will show you your real face, your real truth. She will make sure that you will be familiarized with your real truth. That's what the iconography of Mahakali being naked represents. She is that raw, unfiltered truth. She is that unfilteredness of you. She is like that. I am that unapologetically me. She's that kind of energy. When she enters your life, you will be like that. Even if it is creating destruction in your life, even it is creating disturbances in your relationship, even it is creating chaos in your life, but it had to be like that for your own soul growth, for your own ascension journey. So you will be the apologetically me, the unfiltered you, the raw you. It's like you will become that untamed lion, uncontrollable energy. Did you watch that Anaconda movie where the snake will be very big and it will be, everybody will be frightened with that python, okay, with that big python. She's like that. She's that big python which can engulf all the things in your life which are not serving you, which are very negative for you, or which can't be in your life anymore. Those things doesn't have any place in your life anymore. So she makes sure that you are cleansed properly. So I'm going to give one small example so that you can understand betterly. So there is one small kid, okay? That small kid, what he done, he went out and he is playing in the mud, and he is just unknowingly, because he's playing in the mud, he is, that all mud got sticked to him, and he's not bothered about the mud, and he's coming home with that all mud on his body. He's coming home with all those things on his body, but he's not bothered. He is very careless and he's very chill about it. He doesn't give a damn about it. He is like, मेरी मर्जी, मुझे जो चाहिए मैं वो करूँगा, मुझे जो खेलना है मैं वो खेलूँगा, मुझे जैसा रहना है मैं वैसा रहूँगा और रहूँगी. She is like that. She is unapologetical. She doesn't care what is happening, who thinks what. She doesn't care about how you are looking, how you are behaving. She doesn't care. She removes all those masks you are wearing for just to be in this world, or just to survive in this world, or just to survive those relationships. She will remove all the masks and filters you are wearing, and she will show you the original you. She will show you the original you. You have seen maybe in those pictures or in the internet, right? There'll be a person, and he will be carrying one kind of a mask with his hand, and he is trying to keep those masks, okay? So this is kind of an image. Whenever Mahakali enters your life, you will maybe see this kind of a image as a synchronicity, because she is asking you to release those masks. She's asking you to be raw, unfiltered, be in your own authentic version. So we often, just to be in this world, we often, make sure that we are behaving properly, we are talking nicely with people, we are just trying to be comfortably with people, we are just trying to create a harmony within, in the environment around us. But she doesn't be like that. She is asking you to be authentic. You don't have to be to avoid fear, or to avoid that conflict. You don't have to be fearing, or you don't have to wear mask, and you don't have to perform. She doesn't want you to perform. She wants you to be. She don't like performance. She likes beingness. Okay, she likes beingness. She likes being authentic. She teaches the same thing for you to be authentic. She wants you to be real. She wants you to be raw. Only when you're real, you will be able to attract your right situations, your right circumstances, your right life, your right soul purpose, your right soul evolution. Only when you're authentic, you will be walking in a right path. Otherwise, you will be completely moving in that bulbulaya, that illusion, that maya, that moha, that magic. All those things will happen with you. So she will teach you how to be authentic. The most important lesson of her is being authentic and embracing and embodying that authenticity within you. So whenever she is coming into your life, she will teach all those things. She's not only this, she's also a dark art mastery teacher. So now what I mean here by dark art mastery teacher is, if you did not watch Harry Potter series, in one of the Harry Potter series, okay, if I get time somewhere, I'll record Harry Potter series also, where I'll tell what all I decoded and what all I understood from Harry Potter series. By the way, it's not something to be taken light, because each and every season of Harry Potter teaches you so many lessons. If I get calling or if I get time, I'll do that. But in one of the seasons of the Harry Potter, in one of the series of the Harry Potter, where they will, all the students, it is about the Harry Potter is completely about the Celtic timeline. I've told this before also. So all the students, they will learn dark art mastery. They will learn, the teachers will teach them the dark of art mastery. So in that dark art mastery, what will happen, they will be given some dangerous situations, and they will be asked to fight back that dangerous situation. So this is what is called as dark art mastery. So Ma Kali will teach you that. She is the dark art mastery teacher. She is the dark art mastery Mahavidya. I'm getting goosebumps now. So she will teach you how to fight your shadows. She will teach you how to be balanced in the shadow world. She will teach you that. And if you are in the ascension journey, most of the time, Mahakali will appear during your dark night of soul periods. Why? Because in the name itself it is there, dark night of soul, where there is nobody with you, where there's emptiness within you, where there's nothing left for you. Even in that situation, you're not alone. She will remind you that even there is nothing with you, you will still have Mahakali with you. You will still have her, because she is the adiparashakti. When everything went off, when everybody left, even in that period, even in that time, she is with you. She is holding your hand, and she's telling you that you don't have to fear, you don't have to be afraid, you are not alone, because your mother Mahakali is with you. She will teach that. And during the dark night of soul period, most of the feminines, they go through a lot of negative experiences, which I have also gone through. So they will experience a lot of negativity, or they'll come across a lot of negative entities who are trying to harass them, okay, in the dreams and all these things, astrally or something like that. Even during that time period, Mahakali is the one who is protecting you. Even if you are not praying to Mahakali, she will make sure, she will come and she will fight for you. If you are experiencing something like this, if you are experiencing something unusual, then pray to Mahakali. It's very, very important and necessary. Don't think that you are alone, nobody is there to help you. Mahakali is there to help you, and she will make sure that you are protected and you don't have to be afraid. This is my real experience I'm sharing with you all. So when there is no one, when I had some really dark situations in my life, you can listen to my pre-awakening phase, video, where I've explained some different kind of, I had to fight with, or I had different kinds of experiences where all the things opened up for me, where I was dealing with all sorts of energies. In those all sorts of energies, there were also some not so good energies also. So during that time period, Mahakali is the one who was protecting me. I thought I was in so low vibration during that time, because I was going through dark night of soul period. If you are in the dark night of soul period, don't judge yourself. Anyhow, somehow, that is a phase where you are going to feel low. It's not an escape. You can't escape that. You are going to feel depressed. You are going to feel sad. You feel like crying. You have to deal with those emotions. You cannot escape them. If you are escaping them, then your dark night of soul will not be completed, and you can't fully integrate yourself. You can't fully heal yourself. You have to experience those things. Don't bypass them. If you are not bypassing them, then again it will come later in your life, till that aspect of you is healed. So when I was in that low phases where I was getting so much anger, I was feeling depressed, or I was feeling sad, obviously you will not have that much strong connection with the divine energy. So even if you are not having that much strong connection with the divine energy, even when you are in the lower vibration, but even in that low vibration also, you will be able to connect with the goddess Mahavidya, Mahakali, because she is the teacher of dark art mastery. She is the teacher of dark art mastery. She will make sure that you will become her fighter. She will make sure that you will learn how to deal with these kind of energies, these kind of beings, or you will know how to fight for yourself. She'll make sure that you are learning how to fight. She will be like that. So I'll give you another example for that, so that you can make sure you can understand that betterly. So make think like Mahakali is holding your hand, and she is taking you to a very big pahad, very top mountain, and she's taking you till the edge of the mountain. She's taking you till the edge of the mountain, and from that mountain there is nothing. There is like a khai, what they will say khai, right? So there is one khai. When if you slipped your leg, you will fall into your that khai, or you will fall into that space, and you will die. And what she will do is she will she will take you to that edge of the place, and she will throw you from your back so that you can fall there and you can die. She will literally throw you. She will throw you and make sure she will make sure you will think that okay, she's there with you, okay, like that. But she will throw you, and she will and you will fall. And when you are falling, when you are about to die, when you think that you are almost dead, you are no more, you are not anymore, okay, you are almost dead now, you are like RIP like that. When you are almost dead, in that minute of a second where you are about to die, in that minute she will come, and she will make sure that you are protected. She will make sure that you are safe. She will make sure that you are, overcoming that fear. Because what is that falling represent is the falling of your ego, the falling of your identity, the falling of the thing called as you, the falling of you in your own whips and fancies. That is what represent that fall. When you are falling down, when you don't know what is happening, when you don't know that, when you think that you don't have anything to do in this life anymore, when you think that everything is over, everything is collapsed, you are about to die, even you will get some kind of suicidal thoughts, tendencies during this time period. So it's very important, so to be protected and to be safe. If you're feeling something like this, please take the help of people. Please take the help of some medical assistance, because this phase will be very, very difficult. So not everybody can handle this kind of a phase. So if you are going through this kind of a phase, so please take help of somebody. Please take help of YouTube videos, or medical counselors, or psychologists, or psychiatrists, or go through this phase. You're not alone in this phase. Or if you are feeling that too much overwhelmed, you can take the help of, there are so many healers available, right? These days you can take the help of them. Or if you feel that you want some kind of safety, some kind of protection, then you can connect with goddess Mahakali also. So there are so many songs of her available on the internet. In my phase, I listened to Aigiri Nandini song. I have told about, and I've talked about this song before also. So when I was in this entire journey of Dark Night of Soul, when I was feeling that fall, when I was feeling that suicidal tendencies, when I was feeling that there's nothing left for me, okay, in this kind of situation, I have listened to some divine songs, especially Shiv Tandav Stotra and Aigiri Nandini. These songs really, really helped me. It was more chaotic. When I completely made one video about Aigiri Nandini, you can listen to that. You will understand how that will work for you. But if you feel that if listening to these songs is more worsening your condition, then stop it. So if you feel that this is somehow is healing you, then you can listen to that. Do something which can help you in staying calm or staying balanced, okay? Something, what it doesn't have to be a song. Do anything which you like. Do something which you like, so that you can come back to your senses, so that you can come back to your balanced state, so that at least you can survive this phase. Surviving this phase is very important. Don't think about all the other things. When I was in this kind of phase, I was thinking about all the other things, and my mind was grinding more. I was getting more headaches, I was getting more depression, I was feeling more worst, because surviving this phase only is a very big task. And other things in my life, whatever in my day-to-day life, I cannot do, and I cannot take actions about my day-to-day life, because I was in that survival phase where I was surviving this phase. In that phase I felt like, even if I'm just surviving, that's more than enough for me. That's the best thing I can do in that kind of phase. That survival only is a biggest thing I have done, biggest work I have done in that point of phase. Other than this, I can't do anything. So it's like that. So be easy on yourself. Don't think too much about you're not doing anything in your life, or you're not going anywhere in your life, because surviving this phase only is very difficult. And if you are surviving this phase, I want to appreciate you, I want to congratulate you, and I'm very, very so proud of you that you are surviving this phase. Because surviving this phase is not everybody's bas ki baat. It's like that. So it's very important to seek help. It's very important to you do something which can help you stay aligned, stay a little bit calmer, because this phase is not that easy. It's very, very difficult. You will go haywire, you'll go, your energy will be scattered, you'll be all around, and you are emotionally very imbalanced during this phase. And you keep on do something to heal yourself, start your healing journey, start your healing process. If you want any help in your healing journey, you can listen to my videos, how to do inner work, shadow work, and how I have done my inner work and all these things. So if you are going through something like this, then make sure at least survive this phase. After this phase, it's not like a permanent phase. You have to remind yourself that this is just a temporary phase and it will go away. You have to remind yourself it is a temporary phase, it is a temporary phase. You'll definitely see the sunrise at the end of the tunnel, you'll definitely see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now you are, in the darker part of the tunnel, definitely you are moving towards the light. You are moving towards the light at the end of the tunnel. So I used to write during that time period. I used to write poems during that time period. So whatever, in one of my poems, I wrote like something like, what if the sun, I received a quote. Okay, I received a quote where there is a small flower and there is a fully bloomed flower. This small flower is asking the fully bloomed flower that what if the sunrise doesn't come? Then this fully bloomed flower is replying that you just have to hope that sunrise will come tomorrow. Like that, you have to be in a very hopeful situation. That hope will help you survive. That faith in the divine will help you survive this phase. So this phase will be, yes, it is difficult, but it is very worth it, because of that ego collapse, because of the hard work, because of that shadow work which I have done during that time period. That phase was very difficult. Even I had so many physical symptoms also. My health was also not good during that time period. But looking back, and when I look back, when I see that what all happened, and when I rewind the things, after 6 years, I'm very grateful for that period, because that period itself have boosted my ascension journey very nicely. It gave a pump. It fastened my ascension journey. Somehow I feel like that. In that phase only, I released so much, with crying, with suffering, with your karma is like also your suffering. You can't escape with some of the sufferings. I'll talk about this in some of the other videos. But you, even with this suffering, you will release some amount of karma. Okay, even if you're crying, if you're feeling hurt, if you're feeling painful, even when you're suffering, that phase, that suffering itself will also release some part of the karmic account. It will clear some part of the karmic balance within you. So because I have gone through too much extreme phases in that 1.5 period, it really enhanced my journey. I feel like that it really boosted my journey, because I understood in the beginning only, when your ego is removed. In the later stages, it will be like more easier part of your journey. So in the beginning only, I understood that okay, ego is gone, so you're not left with anything. When you become completely zero, you will gain that unknown confidence that okay, I am already zero. I can build from here. Whatever I like, I can build from here. You will feel like that. So when I was in that phase, I was completely feeling like a zero. Literally, I'm saying you, I was completely feeling like a zero. I was feeling like I'm nothing. So when I was in that zero phase, when I was in that nothing phase, it actually gave me that boost or that confidence that I can build from here. I already am zero. I'm nothing. So from here, I am not bothered about anything anymore. I was in that kind of a situation where I was feeling like I'm not bothered about anything anymore. Whatever happens like that. Or even if I survive this phase, it's okay. If I'm dying, it's okay. Like I was in some kind of a very dangerous situations. So I was okay with everything. So I was like, if I'm living, it's okay. If I'm dying, it's okay. It's all divine wish. Whatever the divine wants to do with me or my life, it's okay. She was asking me to surrender. She was asking me to surrender the process, because I was in that very fearful stage. So she was reminding me again and again through synchronicities, through some books. Okay, I read one of the book during this entire journey, that is the surrender experiment. I made a video about that book. If you want, you can listen to that book. I again read another book which is called as Power of Now during that period. So this Power of Now also is very, very important, and it's a very nice book. So during that time period, I was reading some kind of books which will help me be in that balanced state. So this book also, my own Kundalini energy suggested me this book. So the Power of Now especially. So when I was in that phase, I did not complete Power of Now completely, but I was slowly trying to understand the Power of Now. So when the author was about to have spiritual awakening, he was having extreme anxiety. It was unbearable for me. He thought that he will die the next moment, but then he did not die. He awakened. Okay, so he awakened. Instead of dying, he awakened. He had extreme kind of anxiety. So he will reveal his entire journey and entire story and the power of now, how it is, how being in the now moment is important for you and all these things. So Mahakali does the same. You just before you think that you are dying, she will make sure that you are alive. She will not let you die. That is also one thing. She will not let you die. She will not let you be. You will be somehow, somewhere. You have to face that situations. You cannot escape from those situations which life is throwing at you, or your awakening journey is throwing at you. You have to face your shadows. I had to face my shadows. There was no escape, not at all, no escape. So when I was in my complete ascension journey for 6 years, I was going through repeated cycles of dark night of soul, somewhere. But the first dark night of soul was very different from the other dark night of soul. The other dark night of soul was like very tiny, tidy, kiddish kind of a dark night of soul. The first dark night of soul is very dangerous, adult, mature kind of a dark night of soul. The other dark night of soul which came, it was like, okay, I already know this. I already experienced a very huge kind of a dark night of soul. So I already solved a very big part of the chunk. So it was very easy for me when I was in the other future dark night of souls which came in my entire this 6 years ascension journey process. So when I was in this kind of ascension journey process, so whenever I used to go through dark night of souls, Mahakali used to appear. Her energy used to appear to me. So to teach the dark art mastery, the shadow work. So whenever I was doing my shadow work, she used to appear to me. So her energy used to appear to me. So when I was in this kind of situations, I thought why I always get like I used to blame people. Hey, why these people are always putting some ugly photos of Mahakali, or some Bhayankar photos of Mahakali, or some Vikral photos of Mahakali. Why they are scaring everybody? Those photos were not that good. Those photos where I was getting some kind of a negative energy from those kind of photos, some kind of evil. They are portraying Mahakali like some kind of a evil energy like that, and I was not liking that. Somewhere I was feeling, hey, why these people always keep these kind of photos? Why she can also be like a beautiful mother. She can also be like some photos where I can actually see her divine energy, something like that. Okay, I used to feel like that. But later when I understood that in my own ascension journey, whatever which was there within me, they are showing me the same thing. It was not about the Mahakali's photos. It was about my own Mahakali energy which was there within me. I was attracting the same photos outside. So I was always feeling scared, and I was always feeling scared of Mahakali. I was always feeling like, hey, why these people are putting these kind of photos? Mahakali is not like that. I was feeling that kind of a situation. Things, okay? It's not about the original main iconographic photo of Mahakali. There are some YouTubers and all those people on the internet will be there. They create their own kind of a Mahakali like that. So I was receiving their own kind of a Mahakali versions, not the original iconography which we see. They were all naked and with mundmala and all those things. I was not, that photo was there, but I was also seeing these kind of photos. Then I understood that why these people are doing all these things. But when I understood that whenever I healed my shadows, the photos got better. Whenever I healed the evil within my own self, the pictures changed, the energy changed, the channels changed, the receiving changed, everything changed. Everything changed. And one day I remembered, I wished that I wished, I just normally I wished that I just had one wish, like I want to see a very beautiful photo of Mahakali where I'm not scared of her anymore, where I'm feeling more like a loving mother kind of energy. I'm feeling more like how to say, more loving energy, not that fearful energy. Even if she is raw, it's okay. Even if she is having that common iconography, it's okay. But the I was more about the energy which I receive from those pictures. Okay, I'm talking about that, not about how she's there, how she's looking, not about that. It's not about the looks, it's about the energy which I was receiving. I hope you understand it. So I was receiving the some negative energy kind of a Mahakali photos. So the energy which I receiving that photos was not that good when I was in previous years of ascension journey. So one day I wish that slowly changed as I moved forward in my ascension journey. The pictures also changed, the channels also changed. It's not like I follow those channels, it just came randomly on my feed like that. So I had to see that, even though I did not wanted to see those things, but I had to see, it came into my feed. So it came, I received those kind of energies only. So then I one day I wish that I want to see some beautiful photo of Mahakali, with which whenever I see that picture I feel very happy and I feel very nice and I feel very awesome. Very mesmerizing energy. Now I'm getting tears. So a very nice energy, a divine kind of Mahakali energy. I wanted to feel that divine Mahakaliness. I wanted to have that experience of the divine energy of Mahakali, where she's like completely, where I am completely healed. So when I am healed, when I heal my shadows, when I healed my own things, then I met with that version of Mahakali who is now completely different from the pictures which I've received. So it's not about other people, it's not about what I am receiving, why I am receiving. It was about the things which were there within me. The more I healed, the more I attracted better, the more I received better, the more I understood better about Mahakali. I had like in my initial years, I was like feeling very fearful, very scared. I was having so many questions about her. Even though even before ascension journey, we have in our culture, we worship Mahakali. We in our family lineage also, we worship Mahakali. We worship the Mahakali. There are so many different types of Mahakali, so we worship Mahakali. So every year we like we have like a family function of Mahakali, right? So after my ascension journey, I stopped going to her. I stopped participating in that family function of Mahakali. I stopped all these things because I was so fearful. I was having so many questions about her. I was having so many doubts about her. But the more I understood myself, the more I understood her. It's not about her, it's about you, the Mahakali which is there within you. It's not about the ultimate Mahakali. The way you are, you will see the goddess the same way. Because I was having the shadows within me, I was seeing her like a shadowy form, like an evil form, like that. The more I healed, the more I received, the more I understood about her. It's about all the Mahavidyas are there within you only. They are not different from you. The more you will heal, the more you will understand yourself. You will move one step closer to the actual original Mahavidya. You will understand one step more about the actual original Mahavidya. You will understand one wisdom more about the wisdom which the original actual Mahavidya is trying to teach you. It's about your journey, it's about your ladder, it's about your ascension. The more you ascend, the more you will try to understand the wisdom which they are trying to give you. They are ready, they are fully perfected, they are fully divine. It's about you, it's not about them. How much you understand about them is depending, it depends on how much you understand about that kind of energy within you. It's about your own Mahakaliness which is there within you, which you are understanding and which you are representing in the outer world. It's like that. So it's almost, it's like you are like a mini Mahakali, Mahavidya which is there within you. It's like that. So the same thing you will serve in the outer world also. So all these things I was receiving. So finally, after all this 6 years of ascension journey, I will make one more video about the Kundalini ascent. In that I will explain about this entire 6 years process actually what is that, and after that what will happen in the Kundalini awakening process. So in this entire 6 years, whatever I've done, most of the time I was in my cocoon phase only. Most of the time I was in the caterpillar phase only. The caterpillar phase was very much for me. After the caterpillar phase, then the butterfly phase also came, but it was very little. It was not so, like, caterpillar phase was very long and butterfly phase was very short. So it happens cyclically. Sometimes I'm caterpillar, sometimes I'm butterfly, sometimes I'm caterpillar, sometimes I'm butterfly. But after all these 6 years, my energy is now completely different. Now I feel like, before I used to feel like I'm, in some internet we will see one photo of an angel where the angel is very sad and they are sikud gaya kind of. They're completely closed. They are just folding their hands and legs and they're very sad. They are putting the head down and they are having wings, but that wings also, it is closed, in the closed form. Okay, if you are seeing something like that, you will definitely find some pictures like that. So I was that kind of angel who is completely closed, who is completely in. When we will keep our head down, when we are sad, when we are not feeling nice, when we are unhappy, that during that time period, that pose of us will happen, where an angel is completely closing themselves, where their wings is completely shut down, their wings is completely closed, they are not open anymore, they are completely in a closed format. Okay, in Hindi we will say sikud gaya. It is like sikud gaya. You're completely closed. You're completely in your own space where you are not feeling safe. Whenever a small kid, whenever they are terrified, whenever they feel fearful, we immediately come into that kind of position. I hope you understand what kind of a thing I'm talking about. So you immediately close your hands and legs. You will be, sitting in a very short space, and you will completely close yourself in that closed situation, in that closed posture. You will be in a closed posture. But when you are completely healed, you will be in an open posture. Your wings will be completely open and you will fly. You will fly like anything. So before recording this video, I did not understand what was happening, what kind of a synchronicities I was getting. I was continuously getting some dream. In that dream, I'm seeing there is a school and there are so many people there. I'm getting ready and there is so many cultural performances and there is a dance, especially dance kind of a thing happening in those dreams. But I did not understand what is this dream means, what that dream represents. Okay. As soon as I thought that I'll record this video today, by the way, happy Navratri, happy Gupt Navratri to you all. It's a blessing and it's a privilege to talk about Mahakali, Mahavidya on this Gupt Navratri. This is the first day of Gupt Navratri. I want to wish you all a very, very happy Gupt Maga Navratri. Okay, hope you all move forward in your ascension journey. Mahakali is blessing you. So I was in that getting that dream. I was getting that dream, but I was not understanding what is this dream, and I was receiving Mahakali pictures also. So I told you that I was receiving those kind of pictures. But now see this beautiful picture of Mahakali where she's all dressed up and she's ready to dance. So I feel like Mahakali is holding me and she is taking me somewhere. We are flying and I'm celebrating with her. I'm dancing in joy with her. Fully authentic, fully in high vibrational, fully feeling divine. Remember, in this video only I told you that I want to see something divine. I want to see something healed version, something a divine energy. I want to feel the divine energy of Mahakali, right? Before I was not feeling that. Why? Because I had my own shadows which I had to heal. I had my unhealed parts during all those 6 years. Now, in this 6 years long training of dark art mastery of Mahakali, Mahavidya, now I finally can sense that divine energy of Mahakali, that healed version. It's not about her. It's not about Mahakali. It's not about something related to Mahakali. It's about you only. Because I am healed now, I can see where like we are having a dance party where I am enjoying with her. Now there is no more teaching, no more like strict lessons, no more understanding, no more facing your shadows, no more sitting and crying. It's like dance, it's like growth, it's like enjoyment, it's like transformation. It's like a fully grown butterfly which is ready to fly, which is ready to serve her purpose, who is ready to shine her light. I feel like that, and now the energy is completely different. I'm sure that you are feeling this divine energy as I am feeling it right now, the divine pouring of the Mahakali, the divine nectar of Mahakali, which is pouring onto me and which is pouring onto all of us who is receiving this video. So I'm feeling like that. Now I'm feeling like fully grown wings. Before in my journey, it was so difficult that I couldn't, even though I was having those butterfly movements, but I was not completely in those butterfly phases. I was not. So now I feel like completely, fully, I feel like flying. I literally feel like flying, and I feel like I am, I am somewhere in some realm of the Mahakali. I'm dancing with her, I'm celebrating with her, I'm having party with her. We are having our own hibiscus tea, okay, together. And we are celebrating our ascension, my ascension. We are celebrating my ascension. I feel like that now. And it's a very precious journey. You have to not to be scared, and it's a very beautiful journey. When you come out of this phase, when you go through all these things, you will definitely feel nice as I am feeling it right now. You will definitely feel that dance, that joy, that celebrations, that fully grown you, that fully grown butterfly within you. You will definitely, that you will see a change, a transformation, not only the change in your own ascension journey, but change in your feelings, the change in your thoughts. You will be completely a different person from what you were before. So celebrate this Navratri with Mahakali. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this dream of mine where I'm dancing and there was a school, something like that, I did not understand what that dream meant. But later, as soon as decided that I'm going to record this video right now, just before 5 minutes, I got downloads that, okay, this is the meaning of that dream. Now I'm that fully grown butterfly who is celebrating with Mahakali, not just learning the lessons, not just, facing the shadows. Now I'm in that moment where I'm celebrating my own ascension, celebrating my own self, celebrating my full authenticity, loving myself, embracing myself, being with Mahakali. So thank you so much for tuning in. Sri Rama Raksha Sarva Jagat Raksha Sri Matre Namaha.